I might be able to do something where I cut these ends off and put the golf cart charger plug on it and then run wires inside the golf cart itself, so that nobody accidentally plugs in the golf cart charger and messes up the LiFePO battery. Alright, to convert the charger, I went ahead and cut the cable. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you can buy these on Amazon. The last time I checked, they're about 37 bucks. But since I'm not going to be using regular golf cart batteries ever again, I feel comfortable cutting it, and if I ever did switch, I can always solder this back. So there's 3 wires in the golf cart charger, and there's only 2 on the lithium charger. So there's a red, black, and blue. Red is hot, black is ground. Blue, I have no clue what they're using it for. But in your plug, you've got red, black, and blue. I'm going to cut these alligator clips off and solder red to red, black to black, not worry about the blue. And that way I can plug this into the golf cart and charge with this. And I'll just have to look at the wiring, because inside the golf cart it looks like the blue and black are somehow related or connected, whereas here there's no continuity at all between blue and black. They're separate wires. And this is the final result. Put that over it to keep it protected, taped off the blue wire so there's not any way to somehow try to short things out. So now this will plug into the golf cart just like before, but instead of having that big bulky charger, we'll have the lithium charger, which, like I said before, if you don't have one of these, you cannot charge those lithium batteries. You have to have a lithium charger. All this is basically the physical connection of it. So you don't have to do this. You could plug these into the battery, hot and ground, at the ends of the 4. You don't want to charge each 12-volt battery separately. You want to put the hot on the farthest hot and the ground on the farthest ground and let it charge that way. But this way is simpler. Just plug it into the golf cart just like you did before. Alright, I cut the black wire that came off of the charging port over here. Mine was in that gray wire loom, so I cut it and pulled it back through to here. Just put a loop connector on there, crimped it down, and here you can kind of see where I cut it, how it came out of there. But from the factory, the ground from the charging port goes into there, and then daisy chains over to here, and I don't know, somehow it manages to charge the batteries. I'm guessing it communicates somehow through here to tell it what to charge. Well, obviously with the lithium batteries, we're bypassing that. We don't need that functionality. We're not utilizing that. I didn't cut the gray wire. That's the 3rd prong of the battery charger. On the off chance that this ever converts back to a regular golf cart, I don't want to have to solder any more wires than necessary. So I left that one connected. However, it's not connected to anything with the new battery charger. Another possible addition you might consider putting here is either a fuse and or a diode, so that power can flow from the charger to here. But if you stick something in here, you won't have power because it'll only flow one direction. It's probably a very, very, very low probability of something happening, since it's encased in plastic and so forth. But nonetheless, that would be one extra safety option you could have. Like I said, either a fuse or a diode or both. It's an awfully thick wire though, so I don't know. Most of the diodes I have got really tiny strands on them. Anyway, so I'm going to test this out, and we'll go from there. It'll be real easy to add a fuse later, kind of like that. Just cut in and solder probably somewhere up here. So you see, plug and play. It is charging up. pretty full anyway. I hardly moved the golf cart, but just wanted to make sure my charger was working.